Hello viewers, and once again welcome on the Healthy Wrinkles channel, a channel devoted for healthcare of elderly and senior citizens. We have pleasure of once again welcoming Dr. Prem, a senior leading geriatrician, geriatric expert from Jaslok Hospital, Mumbai. Welcome, doctor, once again on the channel. And we are going to discuss today about urinary problems, especially among the male senior citizens. So gents, as a population, the kind of challenges faced in the context of urinary disorders. So doctor, what are the common problems which are faced by senior citizens, especially male population?
Yeah, I would say the common problem, which is very well known to all, and all my urology friends will really vouch for it, is the prostate becoming larger. So if you see the biggest difference between a male and a female, of course, there are a lot of others as far as the urinary urogenital system is concerned, is the prostate, because the prostate is there only in males and that enlarges as you grow older to a certain extent. So it is known as benign hypertrophy of prostate, very common, and has usually causes a lot of problems like getting up a lot in the night, which we can talk about the symptoms a bit later. Then of course there is something known as urinary retention, which can also happen because of bladder problems also. A lot of people have maybe a sluggish bladder. If there is of course a history of neurological problems, for example paraplegia, stroke, then a lot of people can have bladder problems as well. Then another thing is of course urinary stones. Stones are also very, very important and very common, not only in the older adults, but if you have a history of stones in your family, then you can also have it later, and that can cause a lot of issues. Then post procedure problems, especially like urethral strictures, they are also sort of quite common in the older adults, because if you see the channel of area where urology operates is very, very small, so there can be a lot of issues as well. Then, of course, I would say it was one of the most commonly seen cancers in older adults. That is, of course, CA of prostate. It will not be alarmingly causing a lot of issues. Of course, it depends on the stage that they present with. Hematuria can be one of the ways it can present. So that is also another thing which is very important. By hematuria, I mean blood in urine. So these are the usual common ones. Another thing that is a lot of people have just this tendency of drinking too much water. So we have to understand with age, especially in males also, that as we grow older, the kidney does not work at the same potential it used to work earlier. So if you drink a lot of water, especially after 6 p.m., then it leads to pushes the kidney to work even more. So you might have to get up multiple times. Then another thing which is commonly thing is constipation and urinary problems are also pretty much related. So if you have constipation, then there is a huge chance that you will have urinary problems also. So you have to make sure that the constipation is also taken care. Commonly neglected. They are a bit sort of interconnected. And of course, one of the biggest things which is a problem of urinary problems in older adults is urinary incontinence, because using control on your own urine, soiling your own clothes, that can be sort of a big problem.
And doctor, what are the common signs or indications, if I use the word, for say urinary incontinence, which is very common, or say BPH? If you look at these two problems, what are the common signs, indications, and when the patient or someone should think that maybe this is the problem and seek advice of a doctor?
Yeah, so basically, usually it is increased frequency. So more and more times the person has to go. There is a hesitancy also. So trying to go again and again. And then there is a feeling that in spite of going, you have to go again. So it's again and again frequency, and it becomes very irritating for that older adult that I just bent. But that feeling of incomplete evacuation of the bladder is then a lot of people might, before reaching itself, the bathroom itself, they might, some few drops might come out, because it happens that the frequency and urgency and hesitancy becomes so much that the older adult is not able to control. That's why we say that the bathrooms as you get older should be much nearer the toilets, rather than you have to travel a long time to actually reach there itself. Also a lot of times that can happen. Then another thing is which is very important is, I think, drugs also. Drugs can cause a lot of urinary problems. Things like diuretics, if taken in the night. So placement of drugs are very, very important. Then drug interactions, fluid intake is very important. Dehydration is also a factor which is there in the older adults. As you grow older, you will not want to have that thirst. So the tendency of drinking water is less. So too less is also not good. Too more is also not good. So that is something which is also we should take into consideration. Then once urinary incontinence is there, then older adults should never feel, male should never feel that it's a part of aging. I think that is the biggest issue. A lot of people are like, no, this might just be a part of aging. When you, as you get older, maybe you just lose control. No, that is not the cause. Then some chronic conditions can also just cause urinary problems. Immobility, if a person is immobile on the bed, then they might not be able to go in a pot or even go to the bathroom. So things like having dementia, things like having a surgery, things like having stroke, all these things will contribute to urinary problems. One of the most dangerous urinary problems is acute urinary retention. So suddenly the bladder just gets full and the person is not able to go. And one of the most common causes of delirium also, as far as older adults are concerned. You just remove the urine and they are all fine. So the presenting symptoms in urinary retention can just be delirium. Because older adults is just talking nonsense and you're not able to make sense. They're just getting agitated. We just see the bladder, we just remove the urine and then they're okay. And this happens just on rounds. Morning you see they're okay, suddenly you see after 2 hours they're all disoriented. Then urinary tract infection, common both in males and females. Of course, the urinary problems in females we'll cover in the next session because it's very, very important and separate. They have a complete different system itself. So in that, acute loss of urine will be there. So the person will not have, frequency will increase, burning urination will be there. So that time you really need to not think that it is no something normal. If you have a propensity of having UTI in the past, then you're already at risk. If you are diabetic, then the chances of passing urine, there's something known as polyuria. So you will have to go again and again. So all these things you should keep in this, and you should get tested. Your urine routine, you should get tested. If there are pustules, then that has to be treated. Then the biggest problem with urinary problems is the mental part. Older adults stop going out. If they were earlier very active, they stop going out. What if I wet myself in public? If there is no toilet, then how do I sort of address that? So they just stop going out, and that can be a big problem. Because that's why we obviously say that we had done a study of urinary incontinence in AIIMS where I was working earlier, and we had asked them, will you prefer to wear diapers? Now the thing with first thing they asked was, oh, diapers means it's for children. But they were like, no, doctor, if you feel it's important, we are ready. So it's quality of life. They are ready to wear. And there is a lot of ways. These times you have pants also. You have pants kind of things also, which are like diapers. So you can wear those pants and goes. There are pads, everything. So that you can have that normal life and not think about the urinary part. And it's not because, oh my God, you have got quality of life is bad. It's actually improving. There is always a tendency in older adult to take support because they feel taking that support makes them dependent. Sometimes they forget that taking that support might actually make it more independent. Then tips which are important is fluid intake is, I think, very important. Don't take too much of fluid, don't take too less. Timing of fluids is important. In the night, if you take too much, you'll have to go again and again. Then another thing is it's not a normal part of aging. So please don't think that it is a normal part of aging. Seek advice. Constipation should be avoided. Drugs. Always have a drug review, which we always sort of do. So at some point, of course, we will try to cover just drugs as such also, multiple medications in older adults also in these sessions. So these are all important things which older adults should always think. The taboo is sometimes there. And you can imagine a male person, I have been independent and I'm not having control on my urine. They might not even tell their own spouse. And sometimes it's discovered with just smell, and then they are like, no, it's not me, and then irritation increases. So we have to sort of, it's a very sensitive topic, but if I don't ask as a geriatrician, maybe nobody will. So that's why it's easily missed. That's why urinary problems are very, very sort of this. Of course, with more and more things online and people becoming more and more educated, especially for prostate, people do seek more advice these days. But there are other things like fluid intake and all those things which people necessarily not. They either take too much or they take too less. And because, and they just, the doctor would have said, no, you just need to take a bit less. Sometimes they just misunderstand and they just sort of reduce it so much that they get dehydrated and other issues. So that's why in the urinary problems, because of the taboo, it is there. Of course, we'll talk about females in the next one. The taboo is even more. as far as the females are concerned. They might not even talk about it.
So thank you, doctor, for highlighting all the issues. And I think the most important take-home message is that don't neglect those problems. Most of those problems, they can be actually addressed, and and timely advice will actually make you more independent rather than make you, I think, dependent. I think that was very valid, very important comment, doctor. So thanks, doctor, once again for highlighting some of the issue challenges around this topic of urinary problems, especially among males. And we will definitely cover the other part of the population in our next coming session. So thanks once again, doctor.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for it.